Imagine walking into a room and there they are, your crush, but you're unsure if they feel the same way. Let's unravel the signs together. First impressions can say a lot. They are like silent conversations, whispering secrets that can often indicate interest. It's all in the details. Eye contact, for instance, is a powerful tool. When your crush maintains eye contact, it could be a sign that they're interested. Now consider body language. If they lean in when you speak, it might just be a signal that they're drawn to you. Then there's the greeting. A warm hello, a bright smile, perhaps a hint of nervousness. These could all be signs that they're trying to make a good impression because they like you. So remember, the next time you walk into a room, take a moment. Observe their initial reaction. It might just reveal more than they intend to. They say the devil is in the details, and when it comes to deciphering signs, it sure is. Now let's dive into the world of minute observations. If someone is interested in you, they'll likely remember the small things about you. We're talking about those almost insignificant details you shared in passing, like your penchant for mint chocolate chip ice cream or your love for old-school classic rock. What's more, they'll show an attentiveness that goes beyond the surface. Their eyes will light up when you share your thoughts, your dreams, your fears. They'll ask questions not just out of politeness, but out of a genuine desire to know more about you. It's as if they're constructing a mental mosaic of who you are, piece by piece. So if your crush remembers your favorite ice cream flavor from a casual conversation you had months ago, chances are they're crushing back. Ever noticed a seemingly accidental brush of the hand or a light touch on the arm? It might not be as accidental as you think. Physical contact is a powerful component of human interaction. It's a way to communicate emotions, establish connections, and yes, express attraction. Now, it's crucial to differentiate between intentional and unintentional touch. An intentional touch is quite straightforward. A pat on the back, a high five, a hug. These are clear signs of comfort and familiarity. But what about those unintentional touches? An accidental brush against your arm, a fleeting touch on the shoulder, a quick tap of the foot under the table. They might seem random, but they could also be subconscious signals of attraction. The key is to observe. Is the touch lingering or fleeting? Is it frequent or rare? Context matters too. A touch during a deep conversation might hold different weight than a touch during a casual chat. Remember, a touch might be unintentional, but it can also be a subconscious sign of attraction. In the digital age, your social media activity can reveal more than you think. It's a realm where interactions are as telling as face-to-face encounters. So if you notice a certain someone frequently liking, commenting, or even just viewing your posts, it might not be a coincidence. Their consistent online presence on your profile might be an indication of their interest. Think about it. They're taking time out of their day to engage with your content. That's a sign they're looking forward to your posts, eager to know more about you. It's like they're piecing together a jigsaw puzzle, trying to understand you better. And here's another clue. If they seem to know things about you that you've only shared on social media, it could mean that they've been paying close attention. They're interested in your life, your interests, and your thoughts. So, the next time you see your crush reacting to your online posts, it might be their way of showing interest. Ever noticed how hard it is for them to say goodbye? That lingering moment might be a sign. You see, goodbyes can be quite telling. When your crush is interested, they might find it difficult to let you go. They may prolong the goodbye, hesitate at the door, or even try to continue the conversation. It's as if they're grasping at straws, trying to extend the time spent with you just a little bit longer. Now, it's crucial not to confuse this with general politeness or courtesy. We're talking about a lingering, almost awkward goodbye. There's a certain hesitation, a reluctance to part ways. It's as if every moment spent with you is precious, and they're not quite ready to let it end. So watch out for these prolonged goodbyes. They're subtle yet powerful indicators that your crush might just be into you. So the next time you're saying goodbye, pay attention to how they react. It could be a sign that they're just not ready to let you go. Now that we've decoded these signs, it's time to ask yourself a question. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane, shall we? Let's revisit the points we've covered so far. Remember when we talked about first impressions? They matter more than you might think. Pay close attention to how your crush acted when you first met. Were they a bit more nervous or maybe even more animated than usual? That could be a sign they like you, but are trying not to show it. Then we journeyed into the realm of details. Did your crush remember something you mentioned offhandedly or show interest in your likes and dislikes? These little details could be a subtle hint that they're into you. Next, we explored the world of unintentional touches. That light brush of their hand against yours, or that quick touch on your shoulder might not be as accidental as it seems. It could be a sign they're subconsciously trying to get closer. We also delved into the social media sphere. Have you noticed your crush liking or commenting on your posts more often? Or maybe they're watching all your stories? This could be their way of trying to connect with you without making it too obvious. And let's not forget the long goodbye. If your crush tends to linger around you, finding excuses to extend the conversation, it might be because they simply don't want to part ways just yet. Now, with all these signs in mind, think back to your interactions with your crush. Do these signs resonate with your experiences? Have you noticed a pattern? Remember, the key here is to look for consistency. One-off instances might just be coincidences, but a pattern could indicate something more. So, after hearing these signs, do you think your crush might be into you too? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories.